In this video, I'm going to tell you 3 things you can do if you've just had a nightmare and you're not happy about it and it's feeling gross and yucky and it's like, oh, what do I do about this? I just had a nightmare. I'm going to tell you. Hi, my name's Karen. I dream a lot. I like to study and talk about dreams and dream interpretation and do them for people. This is one of my favorite things about talking about dreams is the fact that nightmares are so easily treatable. I used to be afraid of talking about nightmares because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't help people with nightmares. They're scary. They are scary and I can help them because nightmares are easily treatable. There's so many studies around things that are done to help people with their nightmares. They all work. It doesn't matter what you do, but this is one I use and I love it, so I want to tell you what to do and how to do it. So you've just had a nightmare. What do? The very first thing you do is you write it down. Write it down in your journal. Hopefully you keep a dream journal, but if you don't, that's okay. Write it down on any kind of piece of paper. You don't even have to keep the piece of paper. Just write it down, get it out of your head and onto paper. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to remind yourself that dreams are symbolic. They talk in metaphor, picture, imagery, symbols. They are not literal. So if you just dreamed that somebody hurt you or that somebody threatened you, or you just dream that somebody died, or you just dream that you died, it does not mean, it's not an omen. It doesn't mean you're going to die. It doesn't mean that the person's going to die. I have videos on this channel about what those things do mean, so you can check those out. So I'm not going to talk about them here, but just tell yourself and remind yourself, dreams are imagination. They are symbols. They are messages from your subconscious to you, and they are giving you insight into things that concern you and that worry you, or that help you to deal with what's going on in your waking life. And even a nightmare has symbolism in it, and you can go back and interpret it later. That's why you wrote it down, in case you want to interpret it. But we're not going to interpret it. We're going to do something different, faster than interpreting. You don't have to know what the dream means for this to work. Step 3, you're going to reimagine the dream. This is my favorite part of the process. This is the most fun part, and this is what you do. You can do it in a journal, you can write it out, or you can just do it in your imagination. You can lie down in bed, you can do it as soon as you wake up, you can wait till you've gone to the bathroom, you can do it while you're cooking breakfast, you can do it while you're driving, you can do it at any point. But the sooner you do it, the more fun it is. But you can do it with quiet, you can do it as you meditate, or you can do it, watching this video or talking to someone. Any of those things will help you reimagine the dream. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the point in the dream where you woke up, and you're going to reimagine, you're going to play it forward and give yourself a different ending than what you stopped it at. Basically what you did was you turned off the dream at the scariest part, and you didn't get to the part where there was a conclusion that's less scary. So we're going to give ourselves that conclusion. And we're just going to reimagine. In our mind, we're going to see it again. So go back into the dream, see what you saw that woke you up, and then see yourself taking some next action or doing some next thing that is different and better. So what does this look like? For me, it looks like I am sitting on this gross couch. There's bats crawling on the couch. I'm in a basement and it's dark. And there's a door over there. So that's when I wake up. I feel gross and scared. In the dream, I go back, I get up, I walk to the door, I open the door. It's a sliding glass door. I open the door and the lights come on, and all of a sudden I'm in a garden and there's flowers everywhere. Everything is flowers. So what was mud and slime is suddenly flowers, and the sun is shining. And it's so cool. It's like, oh my goodness, I love it. I love it here. It just takes away the sting. If there's something chasing you, you can change it into something cooler, something fun, something like puppies or a horse or a pet dragon, or it gets smaller, or it becomes kittens or a unicorn, like whatever you want, something cool chasing you. And then you turn around and you get on its back if it's a unicorn or a hippogriff and you are flying like Harry Potter. Whatever you want to see that happens with the monster. If you are falling in the dream and you wake up, then see yourself in your imagination bouncing or jumping on a trampoline, or all of a sudden you fly and you swoop away. If you're in a car and you see and feel that you've crashed, what's the next thing you can do? Well, you crash and you bounce and you're in bumper cars all of a sudden and it's more cartoon-like. Or you crash and you both go up and you fly away. Or you crash and, I don't know, see something that's soft or that changes that dynamic in the dream. Other dream kind of nightmare things that people have is that they're in a test situation, or they're trying to find their classroom. So you would play it forward and you find the classroom, or you play it forward and you take the test and you ace the test. You play it forward and, you know, instead of all your pencils breaking, you finally have a pencil that works, or a pen, or whatever, and then you finish the test. So you play the dream forward to a place that you like it, a place that you like what happens to it. If you dreamed that someone died, and again, that's another video, but you can then play it forward that they just were asleep and they wake up again. Or you play it forward that, you know, EMT people come and they help them. Or that they were just playing, you know, they were just pretending and haha, got you, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, you do that as a kid. So whatever it is that woke you up, that scared you in the dream, play it forward, and that releases that ickiness and the energy of those feelings. And what that also does is, on another level, it tells your subconscious that you're okay, that you can trust yourself, that you are safe in this moment, and that you will be okay. And then later you can go and look up the interpretation of the dream. You can look up the meanings. I like to use dreammoods.com as a place to start. If I'm not sure what things mean, it gives me something to start with. You can interpret your dream and understand what are the worries or the fears or the sorrows or the grief that the dream was trying to explain to you. And that will, because you've kind of gone past that scary part, you are able to work with the interpretation easier and not be freaked out by it. And you also have it kind of gets your brain into problem solving mode as far as the thing that is a worry. So a dream is generally a symbol of things that are bothering you or are worrying you. And what the dream is also doing, what's happening in your brain when you dream, any dream, whether it's scary or not, is your brain is also looking for connections. And sometimes in the nightmare especially, it's trying to solve a problem. So it's like, will this work? Will this work? Is this a solution? Is this a solution? And what it looks like in our memory is these weird, bizarre imagery, but it's really the brain looking for solutions. And one theory is that nightmares are the brain running out and not finding a good solution, or finding a solution that's like, no, that won't work, and then you wake up. And so you would like to get your subconscious and your brain away from that brainstorming of solutions that don't work, and know that there is a solution here. So if you reimagine the dream and you see a more empowering ending and one that makes you feel better, then you're in a better place to be creative and come up with solutions for the real life problem that the nightmare is talking about. If you like this video and you found it really helpful, please go ahead and click the like button so more people can know that what they can do when they have a nightmare. If you try this out, please let me know in the comments what you thought, how it felt for you. I've talked to a number of people about it. They love the idea, or they'll tell me a recurring dream they had and they reimagine it, and that changes it. And that is what you'll find, is that as you reimagine the nightmares that you have, you will begin to have fewer nightmares. This works with PTSD nightmares. This works with trauma nightmares. It works with almost all nightmares, and it's worth it. And I also want to say, I do talk about this in another video, but if you are having nightmares and you are afraid to go to sleep because of it, please talk to your therapist, your doctor, someone, and start talking about the fact that you are having nightmares and it's affecting your sleep, because they are easily treatable, but people suffer without knowing that, and they'll go years not realizing, hey, there's something I can do about my nightmares. But you got to talk to somebody sometimes. Sometimes if you try this might work. If this still isn't working, talk to your doctor, find a therapist, talk to them. You could talk to some dream interpreters. I have a video where you want to be careful who you talk to. I would caution you to talk to a dream interpreter who's going to tell you that, oh, those are telling you those are bad omens and bad things are going to happen to you. That's not what dreams are about. Dreams are not about bad things that are going to happen to you. They're about your fears and your worries about what's already happening to you, and your awareness of it. And it's just bringing to your conscious awareness things that you are not completely aware of. Okay, I'll get off that soapbox. That's a different video. This one is about if you had a nightmare, What can you do? If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram at Caryndreams. Thank you for watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's new videos every week, and I will see you in the next one.